Yeah. Mic check, we in the room. Talks ain't no truth. From the couch to the waves, we gon' say what it gave. Big facts, small talk fades. We unpack what the culture made. Turn it up, let the stories play. Every guest bring a whole new day. What it is, what it do, what it gains. To the love, to the rage. This the vibe, this the tribe. What it is, what it do, what it gave.
But then, Marlo, they kept talking about her husband who murdered himself by jumping off a bridge. That people told that lady that please hide the Golden State Warriors logo.
The Golden Great, yes.
Because Cheryl's husband may get triggered. And I was like, but everybody who got up there said, well, we called her and asked her.
But then again, that was my thing too, because a lot of people, they said that they called, and she sanctioned the jokes, like she was cool with it. So at the end of the day, like I feel like, even though I feel like it was kind of,
It was icky.
pushing it, but it was like, what can we do?
What
can we do when the person it's about gave them permission? You know what I'm saying? Like we can feel how we feel, but it's just like, hey, she gotta want better for herself.
Because I can't want it for you. We're gonna run a clip from Umar Johnson, who had something to say about what they were saying. If you know Umar, not the other one. If you know Umar, then you know that he's in and of itself a controversial man. They still waiting on him to open up that school. The Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
As she turned to exit, because the exit was right behind the stage, Shane Gillis got up there again after calling Lizzo a fat bitch. Guess what he says about Tiana Taylor? At least she's good looking, because that bitch is not funny. Did you hear what I just said, Art? At least she's good looking, because that bitch is, he called two black women a bitch and didn't get knocked on his ass. How does a white man call a black woman a bitch? Two different women on international television, Netflix, and don't get knocked on his ass. Let's continue.
Let me say this about Umar, because when I first, and I think this is how most black people when they first encounter Umar, they're like, oh my goodness, he's saying some of the things that should be said. Like, you're saying, like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, Umar. But then he'll turn right around and say something so far out of this stratosphere. I don't know where he is. Maybe he's in another universe, multiverse, I don't know. But he'll say something, because we have another clip that's diametrically opposed to the one that you just saw. So that we'll play when we talk about the next topic. But in this particular tirade, he is saying that someone should have spoken up for these jokes, because these jokes were out of line. One of the things was that they called Lizzo a fat bitch, and that they called Tiana Taylor a bitch. Like it was so bad. Like and that's how I felt. And so when we were talking, and I told you that by the time we got to Kevin Hart's part, we thinking, oh, Kevin finna obliterate these white ass.
Yeah.
Didn't even pinch the bitch.
He got on the females even harder.
Yes.
He called them old, lonely bitches. They ain't got no man.
That they don't have a man. And Kevin, and then he hit Rock. Rock's supposed to be his best friend. He hit him with, oh, you've lost weight because you got AIDS. That is not a joke. Like that, it's just bad.
He reading like the gays.
Yes, but not one time did he take up for, and I'm with Umar on that. Not one time did he take up for the women who have been disrespected by all of these ugly ass, fat ass, low brow, low IQ ass white men who have nothing like Whitney Houston. Like I'm very confused. This Hinchcliffe guy, he think he's so fucking funny. But every joke about him was that he was a closeted gay, and I believe it because he got that gay list.
That was the one that said they get fucked by black men.
Yes. So
the joke they made about him was about how he get fucked by black men.
That he's a closeted gay. When he's doing his roast, he is scathing. Because I thought about it, I was like, I've seen him somewhere before. He was on the roast of Tom Brady. I don't know if you watched that one. The Tom Brady roast was bad, but Tom Brady is a white man. So the privilege wouldn't even allow the jokes to even land.
Yeah.
You know, he's sitting up there like, bitch, I'm Tom Brady. I won 7 fucking Super Bowls, and I'm gorgeous. Like that's what he kept. That was his. And I'm white, and I'm rich. So what? These jokes are not landing. It landed hard on Lizzo, on Cheryl Underwood, on Tiana Taylor, on Kevin Hart, really. And Kevin Hart is a millionaire. But
and I was just gonna say, and for one, that the black comedians wouldn't even be allowed to say the same shit that the white comedians said. Because if the black comedians would have said half this shit about the white comedians, they would have been fucking canceled.
they never would have let it happen. But Umar says, I don't know how true it is, he says they hired a group of 17 white men to write all those racist jokes.
Probably.
And
I don't see now, and it's hard for me to like see this, but I don't want to say that it's not true. But it's hard for me to see black people up there writing them damn jokes. It might have been some. It might have been 1 or 2 in there, so they can kind of finalize the joke, so they can because they black. But I mean, I kind of agree. It probably was white men making them damn jokes.
They were they were so horrible, so terrible, and I'm very concerned that Netflix allows some of the things to be said in the ways that they were said, especially the suicide ones, because the suicide ones were terrible in and of themselves, because there are people who are literally thinking of that, and here you are. I'm watching the Kevin Hart roll so I can key.
Now I really want to kill myself.
Now I want to kill myself immediately.
I'm going to do it tonight.
I'm about to do it right now. Like I'm confused and concerned. Like y'all gotta see that it was inappropriate. Some things are just off the table. But anyway, so since we had weaved Umar in, we're gonna talk about the next subject, which is how Umar is related to both subjects. So in the clip you just saw, he's saying that black men should take up for black women.
He said all the black everything, the black divine nine, the black Freemasons,
the religious people,
the
everybody.
Black churches, everything black. Y'all need to send a fucking letter to Netflix and let their ass know if y'all ever
not taking it.
Do this shit again.
We're
y'all gonna have a whole nationwide
cancellation,
black fucking boycott.
Like,
and we could do it for real, because you saw how Target ass went in the ground. Like,
we really could, but we're gonna talk about that after. But let's go ahead and play the other Umar clip, and then we're gonna talk about what he's talking about Cheyenne Bryant and defending her.
Doing from Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. So what do I think is going on here, Art? I believe that black women, I'm going to call the kettle black. Some men too, but mostly black women are attacking her out of jealousy. They are jealous of her looks. They are jealous of her life coaching career. They are jealous of her podcast success. They wish they were in her position. And because they are not, they are trying to destroy that woman.
He essentially says that the reason why people are wanting her to, release her records and all of that is because they're jealous of her, especially black women. Now, this was the same man who just said that black women needed to be...
Black women need to be protected. But they
so
all jealous of Cheyenne Bryant.
But it sounds like only one black woman is being protected in that video. The woman who is essentially lying.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to tell you something, Marlo. We talked about this already. What are some things that she could have produced?
A lot.
to show the people.
A fucking transcript, a fucking picture when you graduated. The goddamn, the fucking, what's the thing called?
The program.
The program.
Because everybody got those.
They got, everybody. I should give y'all my mama program.
I got mine from high school.
Yeah. So it was all these,
the tweet that you made the Facebook post that you made,
right.
the TikTok,
whatever.
When you
graduated, people make all types of posts and shit, and you couldn't pull nothing up.
The picture of you and your mama hugging.
Yeah, we don't even know if that school was real. Somebody looked at damn school up.
Well, it was real. I had some friends who went to Argosy.
And what they say?
I mean, I haven't talked to them. But all kinds of people who've gone are saying my degree still is accredited. my degree still works. And if and some people went as far as to go to parchment. That parchment is the where everybody uses to get shit. They have said, okay, I'm about to go and check because I went to Argosy, was able to get that stuff immediately.
Yo, so Cheyenne, Dr. Cheyenne, you're full of shit. You're full of shit, and you're a horrible life coach. Well, I ain't gonna lie like this. She might not be a horrible life coach, but she is full of shit.
Well, some of them are saying that she was a horrible life coach. So I would like to say to Dr. Cheyenne, I hate your Bob.
I'm gonna say the woman, but I'm not sure.
We can't. Yeah, we didn't know that, and I'm glad you're.
I'm glad you can find your school records.
So this is my thing. I've seen Cheyenne like work with Shay, and I think she did a decent job with that. But he's also a high-profile celebrity. But Cheyenne, you've worked with people who are not celebrities because the only people you named when you said they've seen my work was Shay, Nick Cannon, Cam Newton, and some other person that you have worked with. Well, there are people. Oh, she used to play on. I said play. I guess I shouldn't say that since she was actually a real therapist. But she was on 16-year-old. What's the pregnancy thing called?
16 and pregnant.
Yes, she was one of the coaches on there. And instead of them calling her Dr. Cheyenne, I don't know if she had a doctorate degree back then, but they called her Coach B. And so somebody's like, well, maybe you should go back to using that.
Yeah.
You know, Coach B. But it for me, it's the highfalutenness of it all. It's the high-sidity of it all. I don't have to prove anything to any of you because y'all are beneath me. And I know you didn't say that, Cheyenne, but that's what it's giving.
But she was like, I don't have to prove nothing to nobody but God. God know you lying. He already knows what the fuck you doing. He knows you're lying, and you're gonna pay for this shit. He knows you're lying,
and you will pay.
You will atone.
And that's you will atone before you leave here. And that's the part, Cheyenne. We're not asking you to prove to us that you could do the work and that because at this stage you have 2 honorary degrees. And to me, that's when you just use that. Just say, I call myself Dr.
Yeah, and then let's be real. Like, we know a lot of people have the necessary skills to do certain jobs. They don't have like the credentials behind their name. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't have to lie to kick it, Cheyenne.
But the other thing is, she keeps saying, I'm a life coach. So if you are a life coach, if that is the meat to your potatoes, use that instead of allowing people to believe that you have this psychological doctorate degree. Because Cheyenne, you can go on right now. It's on Arkansas State and ProQuest. You can find my dissertation, and I don't. And anybody who know me, why I don't call myself Dr. Demi on here? Like, I don't go through life saying I'm Dr. Abidemi Omawale Coyote every day. It's not what it's given for me.
She couldn't even fucking tell us what her dissertation was about.
And that's the other thing, because that's what I'm saying. Like, when you get a doctorate degree, you have to submit to ProQuest. I know for me, I couldn't even get my degree conferred until I submitted to ProQuest and had it approved to go into ProQuest. So and to me, if you had to do that, you should want to tell people that this is what I did my dissertation on, and this is what it looks like. Here's all of these things. Like, that's just it. Like, it shouldn't even be all of this controversy. Like, it's getting to a point now where it's like it's a huge fuck you to everybody. And these are the people who props you up.